You're in your 50s, you've made it this far, you're wondering, what should I be doing with my money? Or what are the things that I do with my money, right? Because really what's of concern to you right now is it too late for me to retire wealthy? Let's get into that now. Is it too late to retire wealthy? Well, that all depends. When do you plan on retiring? If you're in your early 50s or even if you're in your later 50s, you could still potentially have a 10 to 20 year runway, right? And that might not be something that you want to hear about, but that could be the reality. You could actually work another 10 to 20 years. So is it too late? Because a whole lot can change in this next 10 to 20 years. Not to mention the fact that when you're entering your 50s, it's generally your prime earning years. So think about that. Right now, maybe the kids are out of school, they're out of the house, hopefully off the payroll, right? And if that's the case, now it's time where you can start squirreling this money away for yourself, right? So it's not too late to retire rich or retire wealthy. The question is, how soon do you want to retire? And how many years do you have left? The next question you have to ask yourself is, what does wealthy mean to you? Because for a lot of people that I'm speaking with, wealthy really comes down to a mindset, and it's financial freedom. The ability to not have to worry about every single bill that comes to the door. The freedom and flexibility to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want to do it, right? So financial freedom should be the goal. What you want to do is start with an assessment of where you're at today. What is your level of savings? If you haven't put together a budget by now and you're thinking, well, maybe I should take that first step, if you click on the link below, we actually have for you a free cash flow analysis worksheet. This will help you organize all your financial data in one spot so you can start to take a look and really start to realize, well, this is how much I'm saving. This is how much I should be on saving if I want to get on track to where I want to be. Because financial freedom is all about being on track, right? It's taking that discipline to get there. It doesn't just show up for people because we want it to. It shows up because we've taken the steps that are necessary to get to where we want to be. You've probably put other people first your entire life, right? But now it's time to set your sights on yourself, right? Really start to put yourself first, to develop a plan that's paying you first, that's building your wealth so that when you get to what that retirement looks like, you will be able to not have to worry every single day about, hey, can I pay these bills? Will Social Security be there? Is Medicare enough to cover my health insurance, right? All of these things, we want to get you to a point where you're not even thinking about that.
Hey, listen, if you crushed it and you're in your 50s right now and you're really, whatever job you did or whatever business you owned or whatever career you were in and you've already established generational wealth, it's never too late to begin just to live off the interest of your assets. What I would say is, in my opinion, and I think this ties into the universal law of success, the art of living is given, right? If you maintain the space of contribution, maintain the space of abundance, what begins to happen, you may retire from one portion or aspect of your business career only to do some other things. So I think the important thing is, yes, you can retire, but always remember we're living longer, healthier lives. And if you're 50 now, you could turn out to be 100, and that's a long time to have wealth.
So far, we've been talking about mindset, right? And mindset's so important to what wealth looks like and really coming up with the discipline to pay yourself first, all this sort of stuff. But, what are the concrete action steps that you can begin to take so that you actually end up retiring wealthy? Those are what we're going to talk about next. Like I stated before, the idea of creating a budget and having an outline of where you're saving your money, right? Are you putting into the 401k? Are you maxing out and taking advantage of any benefits that your company is offering, right? And once you know what you're doing there, that might be $24,000, $25,000 that you're putting away plus your company match. Is that enough to get you to the next phase? So let's take a look at first, What is your account balances in all of your retirement assets, right? Once we know that and we see how much you're saving, well, how much is left over outside of retirement plans that we can also be earmarking and putting towards retirement vehicles? Another thing that we can look at in today's world is there's annuities and there's also life insurance. And both of these, despite what some people might say, are great retirement vehicles. The life insurance can be used to replace assets upon death. It can also be used as a permanent stream of income later in life that could be tax-free. Not only can the life insurance death benefit be spent down prior to dying, but you can also use annuities that you've funded throughout your life to create a guaranteed income stream. With that, coupled with your investments in your 401k and maybe brokerage accounts, maybe you're ready to take that venture into real estate and look at setting up real estate portfolio for other income that you would have in retirement. These are all different steps that you can take today to look at creating a plan for yourself that when you reach retirement, you have true financial freedom. Oftentimes, the planning that we help people with for retirement, people are walking in their middle 50s. They got maybe a 10-year runway to retirement, and they feel like they're off track, right? So one of the things that we can help them do is sit down and really take a look at where they are today and what that's going to become in retirement income. But on top of that, by simply just repositioning some of the savings that they're doing currently, often we're able to show them a 30 to 40% increase in income in retirement every single year. That's a tremendous difference and a tremendous advantage when we're looking to retire. And what that allows them to do is really take a hard look at, well, do I want to continue to work that long? Maybe I don't need that much, so maybe they can shorten their time horizon to retirement. So there's a number of things that we can do in the planning that we do here. If you're ready to put together a game plan today for your retirement, whether that be 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years from now, and you're looking to get to a place of wealth where you don't have to worry, click the link below. One of the team members will reach out to you and we'll begin to put that game plan into action for you.